Parents, we need to talk. Grimacing face, what if I told you that some of the most popular kids' health videos online are actually teaching dangerous habits? These aren't just silly animations, they're shaping how millions of young minds see food, body image, and even self-worth. Today, I'm breaking down the shocking truth behind these viral educational channels and showing you exactly how they're manipulating kids in ways most adults completely miss. It's time we protect the next generation before it's too late. Let's uncover this and fix it together. The hidden influence behind healthy kids videos. Many so-called educational health channels are created by marketers, not medical experts. Their real goal, to sell unrealistic ideals, not teach real wellness. All right, let's dive in because this one's a big deal. When you think about kids' health videos, you probably picture something wholesome, right? Bright colors, fun music, cute characters teaching good habits like brushing your teeth or eating your veggies. It feels safe. It feels educational, but here's what most people don't realize. Behind many of these so-called healthy kids videos isn't a team of doctors, nutritionists, or educators. It's a group of marketers, content farms, and algorithm-driven creators who know exactly how to grab a child's attention and keep it for profit. These creators have studied what makes kids click. They know the right tone of voice, the perfect pace, and the kind of exaggerated expressions that kids can't look away from. But their goal isn't to teach health, it's to dominate watch time. The longer a child watches, the more ads get served, and the more money these channels make. That's the real business model hiding behind the colorful animations and healthy living slogans. Now, here's the scary part. When that business model drives the message, accuracy becomes optional. Health concepts get oversimplified, distorted, or completely misrepresented because nuance doesn't sell. Instead of helping kids develop a balanced understanding of nutrition or exercise, these videos often promote quick fixes, moralized food choices, or unrealistic expectations about what being healthy looks like. You'll see videos implying that sugar instantly makes you bad, or that eating certain superfoods will magically make you strong or beautiful. And kids, they don't have the critical thinking skills yet to tell the difference between genuine health advice and commercial manipulation. To them, these videos feel just as trustworthy as a doctor in a white coat. The cartoon characters might look cute, but the messages can plant deep, lasting misconceptions about their bodies and their health. Over time, these little misunderstandings add up, and that's where the real danger lies. Let's take an example. A video might show a character eating only fruits and veggies, while another character eats candy and suddenly gets sick or fat. The message seems simple: eat healthy, don't eat junk, but the problem is how it's framed. It teaches kids to associate morality and self-worth with food choices. Instead of learning why balance matters, they start believing that food can make them good or bad. That's not health education, that's emotional manipulation disguised as learning. And when that type of content dominates their early learning, it shapes their mindset about their bodies, their diets, and their value in ways that can take years to undo. What's worse, parents often have no idea. They see a cheerful thumbnail, hear the word health, and assume it's safe. Meanwhile, the algorithm keeps feeding kids more of the same misleading content, because that's what keeps them glued to the screen. How kids confuse entertainment with education. Bright colors, catchy songs, and cartoon doctors make false info feel trustworthy. Kids absorb it as fact, forming distorted beliefs about nutrition and health. Here's where things get even trickier. Kids today are growing up in a world where screens are their teachers, entertainers, and sometimes even their babysitters. They're exposed to an endless stream of bright colors, catchy songs, and animated characters, all carefully designed to grab attention. Now, that kind of content can be fun, even educational when done right. But the problem is that a lot of these so-called health videos blur the line between entertainment and actual education, and kids can't tell the difference. Think about how a child's brain works. They trust what they see, especially when it's delivered in a friendly tone or wrapped in fun visuals. When a cartoon character dressed like a doctor says, "Eat this to grow taller," Or avoid that or you'll get sick. Kids take it at face value. There's no filter of skepticism, no internal voice saying, is that really true? They believe it because to them it feels just as real as the lessons they hear in school, and that's where the danger starts. These videos simplify complex health concepts to the point of distortion. They turn nutrition, fitness, and wellness into oversimplified rules. This is good, that is bad. This food makes you strong, that food makes you weak. It's catchy, it's easy to remember, but it's also misleading. The result? Kids grow up thinking health is about perfection or punishment, not balance and understanding. The visual storytelling makes it even worse. When a video uses flashy effects like a character magically losing weight after eating a salad, or growing muscles from one push-up, it reinforces unrealistic expectations. Kids don't see the years of healthy habits, genetics, and lifestyle factors that actually shape health. They see instant results, and that becomes their standard. So when reality doesn't match up, when they eat a salad and don't transform, they start feeling like failures. Imagine that. Feeling like a failure at age 6 because a cartoon told you what healthy should look like. Then there's the emotional manipulation. These videos often reward certain choices with applause, music, and smiles, while punishing others with gloomy music or negative imagery. It's classic conditioning. It teaches kids not just what to eat, but what to feel about themselves when they make certain choices. That's not health education, that's psychological programming. And the scary thing is, this isn't happening once in a while. It's happening every day for hours at a time. The average child spends multiple hours online, and the more they watch, the more these simplified, emotionally charged messages sink in. It's shaping how an entire generation thinks about their bodies, their food, and their health before they even hit middle school. The line between fun and false has become invisible, and kids don't have the tools yet to see where it was crossed. That's why parents, educators, and medical professionals need to step in to help kids understand that not everything animated is accurate, and not every doctor online knows what they're talking about. The body image trap subtle messages in these videos promote body shaming and good vs. bad food thinking. This creates long-term anxiety, guilt, and unhealthy eating habits in growing minds. Now, let's talk about one of the most damaging effects of these so-called health videos for kids: the way they quietly mess with body image. This part doesn't always get talked about, but it's one of the most harmful. You see, when kids are constantly shown unrealistic standards of what being healthy looks like, perfectly slim characters, flawless skin, glowing energy, it creates this impossible picture in their minds of what they should look like if they're doing things right. And when they don't match that image, they start feeling like something's wrong with them. What's wild is that these videos rarely say you have to be skinny to be healthy. They don't need to. The message comes through in the visuals, in the before and after transformations, and even in the tone of how bad and good foods are portrayed. You'll see a smiling, athletic character holding a bowl of salad while a heavier or slower character gets sad music and a plate of fries. It's subtle, but to a developing mind it's powerful. Kids start linking food with worthiness. They think being healthy isn't just about feeling good. It's about looking a certain way, and once that belief takes hold, it sticks. Studies show that children as young as 5 already express body dissatisfaction because of what they see in media. That's not something they're born with, it's something they're taught. And it doesn't take a celebrity or an influencer to do it. Sometimes all it takes is a catchy animation that says, "This food makes you good, that food makes you bad." What's heartbreaking is how early this emotional weight starts to pile up. A kid might watch a cartoon about healthy eating and suddenly feel guilty about having dessert. They might avoid foods they enjoy because they've been told it's bad. Over time, that guilt turns into anxiety, and anxiety around food can easily grow into something more serious, like disordered eating patterns. Imagine being 8 years old and already stressed about what you eat. That's not health, that's harm disguised as help. It's not just about food either. These videos often portray physical activity in a way that suggests movement is a punishment, not joy. You'll see characters working out only after they've eaten something unhealthy, as if exercise is a way to fix a mistake. That's how shame gets wired into how kids see fitness. Instead of moving to feel strong or happy, they start moving to feel worthy. And that's a dangerous mindset to carry into adulthood. This kind of body messaging doesn't just affect self-esteem, it affects how kids interact with others too. They start comparing themselves to their friends, thinking that being healthy means being thinner, faster, or prettier. It's heartbreaking because health is supposed to be empowering, not competitive. When health tips become health risks, some videos encourage extreme diets or misleading medical claims. Following them can lead to nutrient deficiencies or dangerous self-diagnosing behavior. Here's where things take a really concerning turn when those so-called health tips in kids' videos stop being just misleading and start becoming genuinely dangerous. A lot of these videos don't just simplify health information, they invent it. You'll see content claiming that drinking certain juices will flush out toxins, that skipping meals will help kids stay slim, or that taking random supplements will make them smarter or stronger. These aren't harmless exaggerations, they're health risks disguised as advice. And the worst part, kids believe them completely. When a cartoon character says something like, "This drink makes you super healthy," it doesn't sound like misinformation, it sounds like fun. But kids don't understand that their growing bodies need a variety of nutrients, or that extreme diets can cause real damage. So they start copying what they see. They might refuse to eat certain foods, drink too much water thinking it'll clean their body, or even skip meals because a video made junk food seem evil. That's not education, it's behavioral conditioning, and it's happening on a massive scale. Some of these videos even cross into territory that would make any medical professional cringe, like promoting home remedies for colds or stomach aches that have no scientific basis. You'll see clips recommending kids mix strange ingredients or take massive doses of vitamins for immunity. But in reality, overdosing on vitamins or following unverified advice can lead to real harm. There's a reason licensed professionals spend years studying the human body, because health isn't simple, and misinformation can hurt people, especially young ones. Another major issue is the way these videos treat exercise. They make it look like something that's supposed to give instant results. A character eats a salad, does a few jumping jacks, and suddenly becomes muscular or slim. That creates an unhealthy expectation that movement is only valuable if it changes how you look. So instead of encouraging kids to move for fun, strength, or mental well-being, they're teaching kids to chase visible transformation. That kind of mindset can create frustration, body shame, and a negative relationship with physical activity before they even understand what fitness truly means. What's even more alarming is that this content spreads fast. Algorithms reward what gets clicks, not what's correct. So when one video goes viral with bad health advice, hundreds of copycats pop up repeating the same nonsense. And because these creators know how to make it catchy, it spreads faster than accurate information ever could. The truth is, misinformation is more entertaining than real science. And that's a dangerous combination when the audience is too young to tell the difference. This is why parents often find themselves completely blindsided. They assume anything labeled educational or healthy must be safe. But these creators know how to exploit that trust. They wrap harmful advice in music, bright visuals, and emotional storytelling, and by the time you realize it's wrong, the message has already stuck. The parental blind spot. Parents often assume cartoon plus health equals safe content, But algorithms don't filter misinformation. They promote what keeps kids watching, not what keeps them healthy. Let's be honest, most parents today are doing their best just to keep up. Between work, school schedules, and 1,000 other responsibilities, handing a kid a tablet to watch something educational can feel like a safe and productive choice. I get it. The titles say healthy habits. The thumbnails look cute, and the characters seem harmless. It feels like a win-win, but here's the problem. What looks safe on the surface isn't always what it seems. These videos are designed to gain trust fast, and that's exactly why parents often don't realize the harm happening right in front of them. The parental blind spot isn't about carelessness, it's about confidence. We assume platforms like YouTube Kids or children's streaming apps have strict filters, that someone out there is double-checking content to make sure it's accurate and age-appropriate. But in reality, these systems are powered by algorithms, not experts. Algorithms don't care about truth, they care about engagement. They push whatever keeps kids watching, not what keeps them healthy. So even if a parent thinks they're giving their child positive, educational screen time, they might actually be exposing them to hours of cleverly packaged misinformation. The irony is that the more healthy or educational a video looks, the more dangerous it can be. Parents are less likely to supervise or question it. They'll see a cartoon doctor talking about nutrition and assume it's legit, not realizing it's written by a script generator or a marketer with zero medical background. This blind trust gives misinformation a free pass straight into a child's developing brain. And it's not just about the videos themselves, it's about how they multiply. Once a child watches one, the algorithm serves up more of the same. Within minutes, a kid can go from watching a harmless video about fruits and vegetables to content that promotes harmful eating habits or pseudoscience. It's a digital domino effect, and because these videos are addictive by design, it's hard for parents to catch it in time. Now, I'm not saying parents need to hover over every second of screen time. That's not realistic, but awareness changes everything. Knowing how these algorithms work and understanding the kinds of subtle messages kids are absorbing gives parents back some control. Simple steps like previewing a channel, talking to kids about what they've watched, or setting boundaries around screen time can make a huge difference. It's not about banning screens, it's about building digital literacy, how to protect the next generation, learn to identify red flags in kids' health content. Support verified medical educators and create family-friendly digital boundaries. Teach kids how to question what they watch. That's real health education. So after everything we've uncovered, the manipulative marketing, the blurred line between fun and fact, the body image damage, the risky advice, and the parental blind spot, the question becomes, what do we actually do about it? Because it's not enough to just point out the problem. We need solutions that work in the real world, for real families, in the middle of busy, everyday life. And the good news is, protecting kids from harmful health content doesn't mean taking away their screens. It means giving them the tools to navigate them smarter. The first step is awareness. Kids can't question what they don't recognize, so we have to start teaching them how to tell the difference between trustworthy and fake health information. That means explaining things in language they can understand, like saying, if a video tells you something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Or, real doctors don't promise magic fixes. These small conversations build critical thinking muscles, and once kids start seeing those red flags, they can't unsee them. Parents also play a huge role here. Instead of assuming all educational content is safe, they can start curating what their kids watch, subscribing to verified channels that partner with actual medical professionals or educators. There are creators out there doing it right, explaining nutrition, hygiene, and mental health in ways that are accurate and engaging. When parents support and share that kind of content, it helps shift the algorithm toward better quality overall. Schools and teachers can help too. Media literacy should be as essential as reading and math. Kids should learn how to question sources, recognize clickbait, and understand that just because a video has millions of views doesn't make it true. Empowering kids to think critically online doesn't just protect them from health misinformation. It protects them from every form of digital manipulation they'll encounter as they grow up. And we can't ignore the platforms themselves. Companies that profit from children's attention have a responsibility to protect it. That means building systems that flag harmful or misleading health claims, prioritizing expert-backed channels, and offering parents clearer controls. The internet doesn't have to be a dangerous place. It's only dangerous when there's no accountability. But perhaps the most powerful change starts with the conversations happening at home. When parents talk openly about health, not as a set of rules, but as a journey, it reframes everything. Kids stop seeing health as perfection and start seeing it as care, caring for their body, their mind, and their choices. That's what real education looks like. So here's the bottom line: these so-called healthy kids' videos aren't just harmless fun. They're shaping how an entire generation thinks about their bodies, their food, and their self-worth. And if we don't start questioning what our kids are watching, someone else will keep teaching them the wrong lessons. Real health isn't clickbait, it's care, it's balance, it's truth. So let's protect the next generation by giving them better information and stronger voices. Because kids deserve more than catchy lies dressed up as education, they deserve the real thing. Let's make that the new standard.